イギリスのクリストファー・パッテン国際顧問にお願いいたします。
Your Imperial Highnesses, laureates, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, even the most eloquent using different languages find that there is a limit to the number of ways in which you can point out that great art symbolizes and expresses our shared, our common humanity. So in a way does any artistic enterprise, not just great art, from a child learning a musical instrument to someone in retirement taking up a paintbrush for the first time. It's also important, I think, and this is something that Bill Viola did yesterday in some very moving remarks. It's also important to be reminded of the importance of the spiritual in every life, both in the lives of those who have settled religious beliefs and equally in the lives of those who don't. How do you express adequately your emotion when you look at a great painting or a great building, listen to a great piece of music, or watch a great actor? I think it's a huge credit to the Praemium Imperiale that it's recognized all this with a prize which honors the world's greatest artists, the custodians of civilized values in a world which isn't always as civilized as we might like. It's a privilege to be here again for this ceremony at the 23rd Praemium Imperiale, and it was a particular privilege that we were able to announce this year's awards in London, thanks to the presence there of your Imperial Highnesses earlier this year. I'm of course very pleased that two British artists who are admired around the world are among the laureates, Judi Dench and Anish Kapoor. But I'm also delighted that we've honoured this year two groups that work with younger artists, one of which the South Bank Symphonia, which provides a bridge between conservatoires all around the world and working in a professional orchestra, and the other which brings on young dramatists, young writers, which is sponsored by one of our most exciting theatres in Europe, the Royal Court. As I've said, it's the case that art brings us together, but sometimes so do tragedy and sorrow. And certainly earlier this year, the rest of the world mourned with Japan after the tragedy of the earthquake, and the world admired your resolve and your courage. But hope and enthusiasm and joy can never be overwhelmed for good by sadness and pessimism. And I think that joy and enthusiasm, that belief in art as an aspect of original virtue, I think those things are represented in the Praemium Imperiale, and they remind us too, especially this year, of the resilience of the spirit of Japan, as well as the resilience of the spirit of humanity as a whole.